The morning sun of Earth cast long shadows across the Interspecies Academy courtyard, where students from a dozen different worlds gathered before classes. Maya sat alone on the stone bench, her silver-blue skin catching the light like moonstone, her delicate, triple-jointed legs, beautiful by Xylethian standards, but too fragile for Earth's heavier gravity, hung uselessly beneath her. She waited. Every morning, it was the same. The human boys Cade, Brex, and their followers would arrive, smirking and shoving each other as they approached her adaptive wheelchair. The technology was a marvel, designed specifically for Xylethian physiology, worth more than most families earned in a year. To them, it was just another toy to break, looking for something alien. Cade's voice dripped with false innocence as he kicked the wheelchair further down the corridor. The other students looked away, pretending not to see. Intervening meant becoming the next target. Maya's luminescent eyes dimmed with resignation. She'd reported it multiple times. But Cade's father sat on the Planetary Education Board, and Brex's mother commanded the local security forces. Complaints disappeared into bureaucratic black holes while she remained stranded. Unable to move, humiliated, she pulled out her communication device, ready to send another message to the administration, when footsteps approached, different from the usual mocking parade. Hey! Maya looked up. The human boy was tall, lean, with dark hair and darker eyes that held something she'd rarely seen directed at her. Genuine concern. She recognized him vaguely from her astrophysics class. Ferret, she thought his name was. He usually sat in the back, quiet, keeping to himself. I saw what they did, Ferret said simply. He glanced down the hallway where her wheelchair sat abandoned, then back at her. Maya's translator struggled with the inflection. May you what? Carry you to class, her breath caught. No one touched Xylethians casually. Their skin was sensitive, their bones delicate, and humans were notoriously strong in comparison. Their Deathworld evolution had made them dense with muscle, built to survive conditions that would kill most species. I don't know if that's safe, she whispered. Ferret crouched down so they were eye level. I'll be careful, I promise. But you shouldn't have to sit here alone while those idiots play their games. Something in his voice made her believe him. Maybe it was desperation. Maybe it was exhaustion. Maybe it was the simple fact that anyone was offering help instead of pity or mockery. Okay, she said quietly. Ferit, moved with surprising gentleness for someone from a Deathworld species. He slipped one arm behind her back, another beneath her knees, and lifted. Maya tensed, expecting pain or roughness, but his hold was secure yet soft, like being cradled in anti-grav suspension. Too tight? He asked. No, it's perfect. They started down the hallway. Students stared. Some Xylethians looked scandalized a human touching one of their own so intimately. Some humans looked confused or amused. Maya felt her skin shift through colors with embarrassment, but Ferret didn't slow down, didn't react to the whispers. Why are you doing this? She asked as they climbed the stairs to the science wing. Because it's the right thing to do, Ferret replied and because I'm tired of watching people be cruel and doing nothing about it. You could become a target too. He shrugged, the motion gentle so as not to jostle her. Let them try. There was no bravado in his voice, just simple fact. Humans, Maya had learned in xenobiology class, were peculiar that way. They bonded fiercely. They protected recklessly. They faced impossible odds with stubborn determination that other species found either admirable or insane. They reached her classroom. Ferret set her down carefully in her seat, making sure she was comfortable before stepping back. Your wheelchair'll get it back, he said. Ferret, don't. They'll, but he was already gone. Maya spent the entire chemistry lecture distracted, her antennae twitching with anxiety. When class ended, she dreaded what came next. How would she move? Would Ferret return? Had Cade and his friends hurt him? But when she emerged, Ferret was waiting, her wheelchair beside him. His knuckles were slightly reddened, and Cade stood further down the hall with a swelling eye and a demolished ego. What did you do? Maya breathed. Had a conversation, Ferret said neutrally. They understand now that taking your wheelchair has consequences. You fought them. Humans are good at fighting. We had to be, coming from Earth. He positioned the wheelchair beside her. But we're better at protecting. Over the following weeks, a pattern emerged. Ferret appeared every morning, ready to carry Maya if needed. The wheelchair thefts stopped. Cade and his friends now gave them both a wide berth. Other students began to take notice, not just of the human boy's defiance, but of his consistency. Soon, others joined. A Tregorian student started walking with them, then a shy Balerian girl, a human girl who'd been bullied for her appearance. One by one, they formed something unexpected. a coalition. Maya's classroom became the safest space in the academy, not because of rules or administrators, but because Ferret had decided it would be, and where one human stood, others followed, drawn by that peculiar human trait, the instinct to protect the vulnerable, to stand against injustice, to say, "Not on my watch." One afternoon, as Ferret helped Maya adjust her wheelchair after it had been properly upgraded by sympathetic engineers, she looked at him curiously. "Why are humans like this?" she asked, "so willing to fight for others?" Ferret considered the question. Maybe because Earth taught us we're strongest when we stand together. Maybe because we know what it's like to be the underdog. Or maybe, he smiled slightly, we're just too stubborn to let bullies win. Maya's skin shimmered with warm golden hues, the xylithian expression of affection and gratitude. "Thank you, Ferret, for seeing me, for helping me. Thank you for letting me," he replied. "Humans don't just fight. We find people worth fighting for. That's what makes us human." As they walked to their next class together, surrounded by their growing group of friends, Maya realized something profound. Humanity's greatest strength wasn't their endurance, their adaptability, or even their courage. It was their capacity to care fiercely, protectively, unconditionally for those who needed it most, and sometimes that care changed everything. The end.